Hi, this is Alcan, and welcome back to my channel. Oh, if you notice, this great shirt I'm wearing is from Stitch Fit. No, they're not a sponsor, but if you like what I'm wearing, then you're gonna love Stitch Fit. They have an app, so go on the Apple Store or Google Store and check it out. It's a great company. Anyway, let this Arizona GA drops investigation into Trump's comments on Liz Cheney. So a while back, Trump and I forgot who he was talking to about Liz Cheney, and the media got the wrong impression that Trump wanted to see Liz Cheney in front of a firing squad, which is not the case. Even the district attorney of Arizona, where the comments were made, decided to do an investigation because she wanted a Trump case so bad. Unfortunately, it looks like it didn't work out. So this is where it says, let this Arizona GA drops investigation into Trump's comment on Liz Cheney by Christina La... Yeah, I'm not sure how this is pronounced. It's from the Gateway Pundit. So let's see. Another let this prosecutor has backed down from investigating Trump after he won the presidential election in a landslide. Attorney General of Arizona, Chris Myers, earlier this month announced an investigation into President Trump's comments about toxic rhino Liz Cheney. Yeah. The fake news media pushed another hoax shortly before the election and claimed that Trump said he wants Liz Cheney executed by a firing squad. No, he didn't. He said that if she was in a combat situation, she wouldn't do so well. I mean, this is not Tulsi Gabbard. Let's put it that way. Tulsi can wipe the floor with you. Liz Cheney couldn't even do fries. Get it? Yeah. So President Trump sat down with an interview with Tucker Carlson, I didn't remember who it was, a few days before the election and criticized Liz Cheney for wanting to send America's sons to fight endless wars. And, of course, daughters, too. Trump did not say he wanted Liz Cheney executed by a firing squad. I mean, there are some people who should be, but we're not putting no names in here. He called her out for being a war hawk and supporting endless wars as long as she don't have to be on the front lines in a bloody battle. You know, it's not Independence Day, the movie. I don't blame Dick Cheney for sticking with his daughter, but his daughter is very dumb individual. Very dumb, Trump said. Listen, she's very dumb. She's very, very dumb. Yeah. Trump says, she's a radical war hawk. Let's put her with a rifle behind there with 9 barrels shooting at her, okay? Let's see how she feels about it. Let's see how she feels about it when the guns are training on her face. You know, they're all war hawks when they're sitting in Washington in a nice building saying, oh, gee, let's send in 10,000 troops right in the mouth of the enemy. I know that was a lousy Trump impersonation, and I apologize. Now, in a Truth Social post, Trump defended his comments, stating, all I said about Liz Cheney is that she's a war hawk, and a dumb one at that, but she wouldn't have the guts to fight herself. It's easy for her to talk, sit far from where the death scenes take place, but put a gun in her hands and let her go fight, and she'll say, no thanks, as her father discriminated the Middle East and other places and got rich by doing so. He's caused plenty of death and probably never even gave it a thought. That's not what we want running our country. During the interview early this month on Sunday Square Off, Myers openly admitted that she has instructed her criminal division chief to scrutinize Trump's words, stating, I have already asked my criminal division chief to start looking at that statement, analyzing it for whatever it is, qualified as a death threat under Arizona law. Then why didn't Secret Service come visit Trump? Because if I had said that to Liz Cheney, I would have a nice visit from the Secret Service. The Secret Service didn't come and ask him. So I'm not prepared now to say whether or not was or wasn't, but it is now helpful as we prepare for our election and as we try to make sure that we keep the peace at our polling places in our state, Myers added, according to NBC. What does that got to do with the election? I'm sorry, Arizona, you elected a bunch of dumber than rock personnel to run your state. Chris Myers said her prosecutors determined Trump's comments on Liz Cheney didn't meet the legal standard to consider a threat. Oops. Anything else? And that's it. Nope. So that's what happened. Basically, he made some comments, and he didn't say nothing about he wanted to put her in front of a firing squad. All he was talking about putting her in a combat situation. But why would you give somebody a rifle if you're going to put them in front of a firing squad? That doesn't make any sense at all. Seriously, that don't make no sense. The media went hog wild, and that's the reason why after the election, you had MSNBC, you had CNN, their ratings went down dramatically. They lost like half of their viewership, around 50-60%. Fox went up around 60%. And as you may have known it, even Morning Joe, Joe Scarborough, whatever, and his wife even went to Mar-a-Lago to speak with Trump. What did I tell you? I'm sorry, but there's an old saying, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. And they've been trying to do the second part, hoping that we'll be shaming ourselves to the point and be stupid enough to vote Kamala Harris in. And that didn't work out too well, did it? No, it didn't. But then again, you have a candidate on the Democrat side raised $1 billion and is $20 million in debt. Well, if you had taken that $1 billion and invested instead in fixing the Houston Astrodome, your investment would have been much better without the chance of a $20 million debt. That's for example. And if you're wondering, yes, the Houston Astrodome still exists. You can't tear that place down because there's a lot of history in it. From Pete Rose's first home run, he was the first ball player to hit a home run inside the Astrodome, to ball games, to football games, even an NBA game, an all-star game of the NBA was played there. Very good history. Glad they didn't tear it down. Especially now that Pete Rose passed away. I would love them to fix that place up and put a plaque where Pete Rose hit that home run as a reminder. So that's all I have to say. I'm sorry, Arizona, but like I said, You elected some horrible people to represent you. Other than Mark Kelly, you elected some really dumbass people that shouldn't be in office. Seriously. But then again, we're no better on the East Coast either. You know, the upper part of the East Coast, once you go down to down south to Florida and all those other wonderful places nearby, Republican. Anyways, this is Al Can saying so long for now, and don't forget to stop.